Hello everybody and welcome to this replay. This is Chronic bringing you a game 4 between Classic and SoO PvZ matchup GSL round of 2. Anyway, a bit of a smaller map this time in comparison to the other maps that they've played on. Last game it was kind of a it was one-sided. Not gonna say for who, but in any case, I mean, it was a good game in a sense to watch at the army size and unit composition, etc. But I just don't really like these one-sided games where you can see who's going to win. It's relatively predictable and stuff like that, and you don't really want that to be happening at all. So, I mean, I'm gonna post it on YouTube, of course, but as it is a best of 7 series, so yeah, it stands to reason that it is there in any case. However, let's just go head over to this game and see what is going on here, what will be happening here. So this is just Overlord going, a second Overlord coming in as well. The timing of the spawning pool, yep, there we go, long before that hatchery comes in. So some really cautious play here, I mean, I suppose I don't know what has prompted such a cautious play. He certainly doesn't have much information to work on. Maybe that is the reason. Does not want to take any chances or anything like that. That expansion, I imagine it's gonna come in now. No. Oh, where is this drone going? Oh, he's gonna take the high yield expo. That's why he went for that spawning pool, probably because he's gonna need something to defend this expansion with, because the moment Classic decides to go scouting, and the moment he actually sees that there's no expansion here, he's just gonna run towards here. This will be his second check. I remember a game between Flash and I'm not sure was it Hydra or somebody else, where the Zerg player expanded here. And Flash was going with a SUV. He was looking for here, no expansion. Okay, going into the base, nothing special there. Going here, no expansion there. He was completely confused. He didn't know where to go. So with the second scout, after a ridiculous amount of time, he goes here and sees it. But by that point of time, it was too late. It was a two-base roach rush, and he didn't, unfortunately, he didn't manage to prevent it. Not sure which game was it, but certainly amongst the ones that I casted and that are my channel. Anyway, the sell-off is coming out, and what? We wanted to see whether there's something here, I guess. No, yes, maybe. Let's just have a look. Yep, he knows that the gold expo, the high yield expo is there. This drone just running about, gonna get taken down, devoured by those zerglings, torn apart, should I say, because it's not a biological unit. And where is this zealot going? I am asking that question. It apparently had a bit of a wrong padding, so he's going upwards. He's gonna need a lot more than one zealot to be able to do anything versus this base, but here we have it's a mothership core, and this expansion is about to be screwed if it doesn't get enough queens and enough zerglings. But the stalker on the map was intercepted, and he's probably better off just running and doing nothing else, but these drones are gonna try to block his way. Oh, he's better off just running away and luring those Zerglings away from the battle, but no, he wants to run in there. He's now in combination with the Zealot and with the Mothership Core. They're going into this base now. All mining has stopped, and having an expansion that is not mining is terrible, terrible thing indeed. You never want to find yourself in such a position. Perhaps should consider placing a forward pylon or sending some reinforcements, but reinforcements not in terms of stalkers. I don't think he needs more stalkers, not in this battle anyway. He needs more zealots. Zealots would be far more useful versus these zerglings as opposed to stalkers. The Mothership Core is still there, very low on health, but she is still there. She is still fucking around this expansion now, backing away. Double Stalker is still not enough. I mean, if you had like 3 Zealots, they could handle this. And now these Zerglings are making their way into the base, prevented fortunately by these 2 Stalkers and a popping sentry in the back. He's attempting to take a high yield himself to equalize the situation, and he might actually get away with it, although this is a fairly risky move considering the amount of Zerglings that are in the play and considering the amount that is coming. I mean, he cannot see the amount coming, but I don't think he's actually going to be able to hold. 8 in combination with what he has now, Stalkers ain't gonna do shit versus them. This Mothership Core can shoot them all down. but he certainly has lost quite a bit here just to take one stalker down. And here we go, there are speedlings now, they're coming in for a harass. Here, this reactionary play, not sure how well will it work out for him here. But there's only so much that this Mothership Core can do, and he's making 2 gateways. This is not enough. You need sentries and zealots basically to hold off these Zerglings onslaughts, and there are 18 more Zerglings on the way. He's re-expanding here and placing his sentries, blocking off the approach of those Zerglings. He will certainly be able to stay in this game for a while longer, but I don't think he'll actually be able to preserve this Nexus. It's gonna go down. He's gonna sacrifice these Zerglings, but so what? I mean, I would say overall a very good trade. Very good trade indeed. Third coming in for SoO. Gonna lose this Zealot as well here. Losing quite a bit of these Zerglings, but so what? Not a big deal at all. Oh shit, these sentries are gonna need a lot of energy if they want to stop these Zerglings onslaughts. Apparently he's opting against it. Probably for the best. Not sure if he could actually break this. We probably would lose far more than he would gain, but he's changing his mind, it would seem. Yes, no, maybe, perhaps. Will he actually do it? More sentries are just warping in, and this just became a mission impossible. But you see, what he can do is just go in, force him to pop those force fields, and then just run back. And just repeat that process, drain these sentries completely out of energy, put a lot of pressure here, and basically mindfuck him if you can. I don't think that's something that's gonna happen. Those sentries preparing to move out, but that's not the wisest of ideas, certainly not with these Zerglings lurking about. The the high yield actually expansion has failed for our Pros Player Classic. He will not be able to take it. He has managed to take a natural, fortunately. I mean, a lot of players would just give up, but no, he has retreated, regrouped. He has rallied at his natural now, and he will hold there for a while longer until such a time comes when he can re-expand up here. He's going to need a sizable force before he's actually able to do that, and these sentries could certainly use a couple of zealots in their composition. Bit of harassment here. Actually, this is just a hallucinated phoenix. This Mothership Core. Oh, he can do. Oh, damn, he was too late. Those Zerglings were too fast. Too fast, too much speed in those Zerglings. This was a fairly good idea, I must say. I mean, just go in here and block the approach. That would certainly give you a... That would certainly enable you to fuck around with this expansion all day long and to inflict significant losses. But he didn't manage to execute it. The Zerglings were way too fast. Too good of a reaction there from SoO, and he managed to do it. Now, if you will all kindly excuse me, I'm gonna take a sip of my potion here. Oh, that felt better than it should have. But oh well, can't complain. Anyway, we have a roach force here, and he's gonna need more than just stalkers to deal with this roach force. These roaches can be really tricky, especially in the early game. I've seen 2-base roach pushes work out fabulously, and taking up this third, oh, not so sure about this. Will you be able to hold? Those force fields are not doing much at all. Versus the Zerglings. Actually, they're doing more good versus the roaches than anything else, and he can be a bit patient and wait for them to run out, and now he's in a lot of problems. Those roaches are there, small amounts of stalkers, a few zealots that are about to go down as well, but the roach number is dwindling slowly. They will go down. Perhaps I should show the health bars as well. Yes, that wouldn't be a bad idea, certainly, in all of my replays, but sometimes when there's like a huge clash, a huge battle, it's not the best of things to do. Better left just like this. Perhaps I shall leave it in this one just to see your opinions on the matter, and then we'll change it a bit back later. But for fuck's sake, please do not ask me to turn them on and off continuously, as that is going to be such a pain for me, and I will forget about it. And you get the point. This expansion, how long will it last? That is the question. Or will it last at all, as this Zerg force is looking fairly intimidating. There are no Hydras. If there were Hydras in this composition, this would be game over by now. He didn't have the resources, or to be more precise, he probably didn't have the time. Certain missile attacks coming in, that's an indication of those Hydralisks but will we have them? No, instead we have a Spire coming in, and if those Mutas come in, this is going to become fairly dangerous because those Stalkers will be insufficient of a... I mean, regardless of their numbers, they will be insufficient to hold, to provide a proper defense, regardless of their numbers. I mean, their numbers aren't even too great. This is a very low amount of Stalkers. He is at 92 food, actually fighting versus 116. Not somewhere where you want to be. Let's see how does he stand resource-wise. 49 to 61, significant advantage there, going to SoO. Blink Stalkers, we'll soon have Blink for his Stalkers, and that's certainly going to help out, but will it help out enough? Will he be able to hold? He hasn't. His attempts at being aggressive have failed. I want to say failed miserably, but no way. These players have made it to the round of 2 in the GSL. Then that itself is something. It's something that it's like to be admired at, or something of a kind. I'm not sure how to put it in words, but in any case, you get the idea behind my words. 12 mutas on the way. Gas has been dumped. All of it, pretty much. And these Mutalids, they might actually seal the deal. Oh shit, possible run by here. Could use some sentries there actually, but they're pretty... what little sentries he has are at the moment with the army, and this is... Oh, this was nice. Then a Time Warp and Blinkins inflicted some serious losses there, forcing the army out, and this Protoss ball is looking better and better by the moment, but I'm just so worried about those Mutas. They will be able to do terrible things. As you can see, he is with Mutalisk in his main base, and very little that he can do. He's blinking in those, he's warping in those Stalkers, but they are insufficient versus this amount of Mutas, and now his third is being assaulted. He is trying to base trade. How will that work out? I'm not sure with all these spine crawlers in place and with this base operational as well. Those drones are migrating from there. They want to go elsewhere just to be on the safe side, but all 3 of his bases are under heavy assault. It looks like none of them will be able to survive. I don't think he'll be able to kill off buildings fast enough in SoO's base. We'll see how it goes. This is a tense moment. He has opted for the base race as opposed to just defending. His defense position was terrible, to be honest. Those Broodlings doing some significant damage there, and probably shouldn't be attacking these gas extractors. Should be doing something else. What is the status on resources? He can place down another hatchery somewhere on the map if he so chooses. Same goes for our Protoss player. He has nothing in production at the moment. What is the status on the units? Does he have workers in the... He has probes in the field that can also place a nexus somewhere on the map. But all in all, not a bad trade, but too many spine crawlers. SoO can now come back and defend this very well with these mutas and this force on the map. If he so chooses, he actually stands a pretty good chance of defeating him. Apparently, that is not something that he has opted for. He's just letting this base go down the drain and let him fight versus these spine crawlers. He's not going to lose anything there. No, oh, he's coming back about in order to kill these drones, and he's managing to do a fairly good job. A hatchery being placed down. Oh, this is very far. He's not going to be able to reach this in time. Where is the last building? The last building is here. It is discovered. Apparently, no, that was not the last building. Where is the what the fuck? He doesn't have any more buildings. What is this? Oh, okay, there's a building in construction. And it is a nexus that is just waiting to be scouted. Oh, no, here we go. Will he make it? No, it's going down, and he does not have the resources for another one. It looks like it's gonna be GG. There you go. Classic was defeated, not by a large margin, but he was defeated nevertheless. Bit of a close game here. His early attempts to take this base down, they were costly, and one of the most costly things in this game for Classic was attempting to take this gold himself. He was better off just playing his standard game and taking the natural, but when you are there, we have all the time in the world to analyze the moves and shit. while they have only a split of a second to make a call, so don't judge too much. Anyway, this was Chronic. If you've enjoyed the replay or something of a kind, feel free to subscribe, like, or comment. I value all of your input, so don't shy away from giving it. In any case, I bid you farewell. We're gonna go into game 5.